The funding for this video is provided by the amazing members of our Patreon. Also contributions from viewers like you. Thank you. Yeah, I started from PBS Kids. What you gonna do? Fight me? Anyway, roll the video. Okay, listen up. I feel like, let me mute that. Like I was saying, I feel like straight ass right now, okay? I just got my period. Disney-cember is literally working me to death. Like, y'all, I'm tired. The series was tiring to put together. I chose to do it myself, but I can only blame you know who, me. And then also my throat fucking hurts. Like, that's how tired I am. And then I'm also cramping on my period. And everybody's like, well, why didn't you just do this shit as a voiceover since you're not feeling well? Bitch, I wanted to put the pretty princess dress back on for this, okay? I love this outfit. I love wearing it. Honest cosplay is one of the most favorite cosplays I did because I just feel so cute in it, and I want to be cute in this video. So I have my outline right here in front of me. Let's go ahead and get into it. I want to start off by asking you, the viewer, this question. What do you think of when you hear the word actor? Like, what comes to mind and who comes to mind? So when people think of an actor, often they think of people who are rich and are on TV or in the movies or on Broadway. But most of the time they think of somebody famous. So when somebody asks me, what do I think of an actor? I say I think of Thomas Doherty. Anyone that knows me knows that Thomas Doherty is one of my favorite actors ever. Yes, a white man is one of my favorite actors of all time. But that's not the point. That's just not the point. I think Thomas is great in everything that he's in. But because I brought up Thomas, it's because I would like to use him as an example. As he was on Disney Channel, so I feel like he is a bit relevant to our Disney-cember. Oftentimes when actors become actors, they become more than just an actor. Like, you're already an actor, great, you're there. But I'm talking about people that can finally say they are an established actor, like people that get paid and have recurring roles in movies and have big breaks and all of that shit. Like, those are the type of actors we are talking about, okay? We're not talking about the people that are smaller actors and all that, because you guys are actors too just as well. But at this time, we're talking about those kind of actors because they become more than that. When actors become somewhat known, companies use that as an opportunity to get them to promote their products and services. So they start using their acting as a way to get money in ways that does not equate to them acting, because acting is not easy, okay? It's not an easy job. So if they can find some kind of income through another way while using their name but not having to do the acting work, I completely understand it, okay? So in this day and age, we know this as to be like sponsorships and brand deals. And I'm pretty sure at any point in your life, you have seen an actor promote a product, whether it's on TV or in an Instagram post or when you're looking in a magazine. And that's the funny thing about it, because y'all know how people used to, like that entire era when people used to drag influencers for like promoting products, or they would drag people for paying influencers to promote their products. And they'll post a picture on Instagram, you know, wearing whatever they gave them. But that is not something to drag someone for, because this has been done all the time with actors. As Thomas Doherty is working with Dior, you know, the luxury fashion brand. And I know you're like, what the fuck does this have to do with the title of this video? We're gonna get there. Overall, this is relevant to today's subject matter, because the idea that people have of an actor is someone who is well known and makes six-figure income or more. But that's where so much of actor discourse just kind of stops, I'd say. Because people often don't want to think about the other actors that do smaller gigs like within their city. And then there's another kind of actor that is the backbone of our nation. And those are the actors that do Disney princess parties. If you are not a Disney fan or you are not somebody with kids, you may be completely uninformed about this. But guess what? The captain will be here to inform you about it. Y'all know before we get started, y'all know I like to do my little self-promotion. Basically, everything on my website is 35% off up until Christmas Eve, which is December 24th. Everything's 35% off. Use code HOTSPOT35 for 35% off your order. Now let's go ahead and continue on with today's subject matter. So we want to get into the subject of what kids see as celebrities, and I really say like small kids that don't really have a full-on concept of a celebrity yet, because I saw on Instagram it was this person that does Disney princess parties, and I'm pretty sure she was dressed up as Aurora, you know, from Sleeping Beauty. She had said something about how when she does parties for older kids, they can kind of pick up that she's not really a princess or whatnot, and that can be a bit frustrating for her. But a lot of small kids don't really just have the concept of what a celebrity is, and that's amazing. I wish we all didn't know what a celebrity was at some point. But part of that has to do with the fact that so much of what kids watch are either cartoons or just shows that are made strictly for them. So they really not out here watching interviews and music videos and shit like that. Like when I was a little girl, before I learned what an actor was, if you asked me who did I think was famous, I would have told you Starfire from Teen Titans, because Coriander is my everything. I love her. I adore her. She's been my idol since I was a little girl. And still one of my favorite like public figures of all time, I would have to say, is Raven Baxter, not the actor. I knew her as a character before I knew her as a person. You guys are getting the point? And when we are introduced to princesses as kids, you know it's most likely going to be a Disney princess, either a Disney princess or the Barbie princesses. But then when we see the Barbie princesses, we just call that Barbie. We just call them Barbie. But listen, when I tell y'all, I wasn't really into Disney princesses when I was little, I'd say. I didn't really get interested in Disney princesses until I was a teenager, mainly because my parents didn't really show me those movies, and the only time I ever saw them was when I was either at school or I was at cheerleading. So, meaning is I didn't watch those movies in our house until I was a teenager, when I just rented all of them from our local library. And by the way, if you want to watch movies for free and be able to download music without giving your computer an STD, go to your damn library, y'all. It's free. There's so much free entertainment in there for you all to get. Libraries are underrated. Go to them, please. So a lot of my favorite fictional characters that I adored at a young age really fall into the category of a girl and woman unhinged. It's honestly kind of funny. So what Disney princesses were to a lot of people as little kids is what the Powerpuff Girls, Starfire, Miss Bellum, Penny Proud, and Kim Possible were to me. Those were my princesses. Does this surprise y'all? I hope it doesn't. But if I was that young and my parents asked me who would I want to come to my birthday party, I would have either said Starfire or the Powerpuff Girls. And in cases like this, my parents would have looked for a local actor to play this character for me at my birthday party. That's literally what a Disney princess party is, okay? It's basically just a celebrity guest appearance for a kid. And I could have just said that, but no, I really wanted to give you guys the long answer. So now that you guys know exactly what a princess party is, There's an entire industry of just kid birthday parties, and you can make a bag off of it, alright? So mainly this industry exists is because, well, a lot of people don't know how to plan parties. They just don't. And I see absolutely nothing wrong with parents wanting to buy their kids nice things, okay? Like, there be a lot of parents spending a lot of money on their kids' birthday parties, and people be complaining about parents that do this, like going all out for their parties or just letting their kids have parties on holidays and shit like that. Like, OMG, just shush. Just shush. If they want to spend all that money on their kid because they have the money to do so, let them. That is none of your business. That does not concern you. Hush. If they want to spend all that money on their kid because they can afford to do so, let them do that. Y'all are just mean. You can make a bag off of doing kids' birthday parties, but a big one too, because for some reason, so many of the people that ask people to do these kid birthday parties for them are usually like well off and have a lot of money or be rich. Like, it's honestly kind of funny. Like, do rich people just not know how to plan parties? For some people that don't know how to plan parties, y'all sure have them a lot, but that's just how they get down. But because there is just so much that goes into a party, because one, you need to create the guest list and then get the invitations out, and then you have to figure out how you're gonna do food. Like, you either gonna cook or you gonna do catering. And I'm telling y'all, I went to one of my friends' parties before. Man, she used to have the best parties. I hope she's doing well. She is doing well. I talked to her not too long ago. Oh, that was months ago. But anyway, her grandma used to cook for her parties, and I was like, and she would cook a lot of food too. How do grandmas be cooking that much food? Like, can somebody just explain that to me? Grandmas be the backbone of our nation. But then moving on from that, you gotta figure out who gonna do the cake, how they want the cake to look like. Do you want the cake to go along with the theme of your party or whatnot? It's a whole nine. And then you gotta figure out how you gonna get decorations, and then you have to decorate. So you got all this shit that you need to do. You got all this shit that you need to put together. You done with that. You have the actual stuff you need to do the party, because you're either gonna have that party at your house, or you're gonna ask somebody to do it at their house, or you're gonna pay to go to a venue. You have everything now, but you gotta figure out how you're gonna entertain your damn guests. So you either hire a DJ or you figure out how to do music yourself, which a lot of parents don't. So oftentimes they will have younger family members within their family do the music for them, and you should pay them accordingly. But then sometimes you hire actors, you hire singers, and you hire dancers, you hire performers overall. It's a lot that goes into a party, a good one. Like, what y'all be calling a party nowadays do not be a party. What y'all be trying to say is a party is a kickback. So now you can see why there's like an entire industry that just goes into parties, especially when it comes to kid parties. Doing kid parties is often like part-time jobs for people, or it's just full-time jobs for actors especially. And the ones that do like the kid birthday parties, they often do it part-time because they would have school, or they'd have auditions, or they would have another acting job within their area. And then those who do it full-time is because they got to the point where they are able to make sustainable income from it. Because like I said, you can make a lot from Disney princess parties, and for some reason, the people that like to have these things always often have money. And if you just get booked and booked and booked and busy just doing parties for rich people, baby girl, you gonna have a cute little bag on your shoulder. But the kinds of people that dominate doing kid birthday parties are the Disney princess parties, okay? Because let's face it, Disney makes so much money solely off of kids, which is another Disney symbol we're gonna get into in tomorrow's episode. But because of how well known Disney, people saw this as an opportunity to make money off of the company just as well. And I am one of those people, because this Disney December that we're filming right now is monetized, and it's helping me pay for me to get through college, because, ooh, Jesus. College is not easy. So when people want entertainment for kids, they often go and run to Disney. And mind you, it's so weird how I did not really discover Disney Channel until I was like 6 years old, because I didn't know it existed. I really only watched Cartoon Network and Nickelodeon until that point. But anyway, that's not the point. But here's the catch. Most of these Disney princess people and companies, and sometimes I say companies or people individually, because some people do this on their own while some people work with an actual birthday party company, they are not associated with Disney. But you want to know why? Because Disney is greedy. They don't need all my money. They absolutely fucking don't. And from all the information that I have gathered, like Disney is greedy enough to try to have put a stop to this, and they fucking failed. I'm sorry, but that's just something so mean about this. Like, Disney, get over yourselves, and you're still gonna make money from this shit. These people giving you free promotion. Disney is ridiculous, and this is just not some small creator. Like, y'all are a company, y'all are like one of the richest companies within the world. Y'all will be okay. But when people have princess parties, they are more likely to pay for Disney like wallpaper. They're more likely to pay for Disney plates and napkins and balloons and all of that shit. Like, the shit is licensed. So Disney is still making money from kids' birthday parties. Y'all will be okay. But also, Disney makes adult costumes, and plenty of these costumes that the actors are, you know, performing as the princesses, they're wearing the costumes. Disney, y'all will be okay. You're not gonna get a pay cut from somebody wanting to dress up as Rapunzel for their child's Tangle themed birthday party. Get out. Like, these parties are actually making your brand more money. Get over it. Hi everyone, the captain here. I just wanted to get on here real quick and tell you guys thank you so much for your support. I have gotten so much fan art from you guys, and I've met plenty of y'all in person at the conventions that I have been at. And also, thank you guys so much for coming to the panels that I host. It means so much to me. You guys are so great. I appreciate every little last bit of support you guys give me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I can say thank you 100 times, but I truly do mean it. Thank you. Now, the next aspect of the Disney Princess Party that I want to get into is how it's a job. This is a real job. It's a whole ass job. Now you have to, now that you know what the party is, you have to get into what you actually do at these parties. So if you get annoyed with little kids, this is not the job for you. Go ahead and cut it out. Don't even think about making this your side hustle. If you don't like small little children, this is not the job for you. It's more than just wearing a costume, by the way, and just showing up. Like, you actually have to be in character. This is not a convention, y'all, where you can go to a convention dressed up in a costume. I can go to a convention right now dressed up in my Anna cosplay, but I'm not about to sit here and parade myself around like I'm Anna. At kids' birthday parties, you have to do that shit. You actually have to do the play part of cosplay, because cosplay put together means costume role play. A lot of us be having the costume part down pat, but we do not be doing the actual role play stuff. Also, I do want to put this out here because a lot of people be looking for ways to have like entertainment at their parties regardless of whatnot, because I know a lot of people were talking about how we're like in this day and age where a lot of the people that just not just kids look up to, but like everyone overall, the people that they look up to are like influencers and online creators and just like that. I'm just putting it out there that if you're having an event and you would like a cosplayer to make an appearance, you can hire them to make a guest appearance, y'all, because a lot of cosplayers have actually stated, hey, I do guest appearances, this is my business inquiries and all that shit, because oftentimes they will say yes and come. Like, a lot of people that do stuff like this, like people that dress up and do costumes, they're fairly nice. Like, why y'all be thinking I be telling y'all to come to the cons? I'm like, y'all, come to this cosplay event. y'all come to this cosplay event. Everybody, because I saw people were talking shit about people that pay, like people like, you know, influencers and online creators and all that to make appearances at parties and whatnot, like paid appearances, and somebody was going off on it talking about y'all are not important, y'all are not special, this and that and the third. And I'm like, no, that is not how y'all are so annoying when it comes to the type of shit, but that is not an issue. Like, there's nothing wrong with somebody making a paid appearance for somebody's event. That's nothing wrong, especially if it's somebody that person that the event is for. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. Like, oh my gosh, y'all was making me mad. People always got something to say about everything. Like, if this person wanted to pay this person to make an appearance at their party, let them do that. Because I remember somebody, listen, I don't like Kim Kardashian whatsoever, fuck that lady, but people were going all talking about, I can't believe she hired JoJo Siwa to make an appearance at her daughter's party. Why did that bother y'all so much? Because I'm like, it's no different than like when people hire entertainment for their parties. It's not. It's literally entertainment. You're showing up there to make an appearance and entertain the people. And okay, moving back into it, you have the easy part of the princess cosplay done, okay? You have your hair and makeup done, and you have your costume done. You got that out the way. And like I said, you have to be nice in order to have this job. It is not difficult to be nice. So we have that done too. But now you have to warm up and prepare yourself to act like the character that you will be playing. But the gag is that you have to act like this character the entire party's run, because you want the kids there to believe that you are a real princess. And the parents gonna be mad at you too if you're not presenting yourself like that the whole time. They notice. So you have to copy the princess's voice, and then you also have to copy their mannerisms just as well. And I feel like this is bare minimum, but you actually do need to have seen the fucking movies that you are playing these characters from. Like, I know a lot of these movies old and whatever, but if there is a kid that wants to have a Sleeping Beauty themed party, go watch Sleeping Beauty. I know the princess is only in that damn movie for like 30 minutes, but go watch it. You need to see it. And also, if you can't fucking sing, this job is not for you. Like, that's why I can't have this job, because I was talking to this princess party people and they told me that I had to sing, and I was just like, nope. And they were like, oh, we do have characters that don't sing, but then they also just kind of wanted white people for those roles too, so that just didn't work. We gonna get to that aspect later. But it's a whole job, and it is very much worth paying for. It's a whole entire job. These are actors, y'all, okay? And I'm just so sick of people acting as if like performing isn't work. Like, these people who do Disney princess parties, they go above and beyond to give these people, especially the person of honor, the child's birthday it is, they want to give everyone a good experience and they want them to have a good time. It takes a lot to host a party, especially if you have to pretend to be a different person. So now we have to talk about the race aspect of the Disney princess parties, because y'all know on this channel we do have to cover things like this, unfortunately. So as I was talking to some people that were involved with Disney, like a Disney princess party company, I ain't saying no names, okay, because I don't want nobody trying to send hate to these people or anything like that, because nobody was wrong in my opinion, but just like a lot of ignorance, a lot of just uneducation. But I know they mean well. I am not calling these people racist whatsoever, but they were talking about how they usually kind of only cast white women to be the princesses that are white, and you know, because that's what they look like on screen. Like, I understand it. I understand that aspect, like, because these are kid birthday parties and they want them to believe that that is the actual person. But also, they would cast white women to play Mulan, who is not white, she is just pale. And then they would cast Jasmine to be played by a white woman who is not white. And then Moana, they would cast the white woman to play Moana, who is not white or light skinned either. And sometimes these princess companies do unethical things for their clients, and I'm just gonna go ahead and say this, that they will almost always have a white woman play a white Disney princess, like Anna and Elsa and Cinderella and Snow White and Rapunzel. And plenty of those people who do princess parties that own the companies, they are white. Most of the people that be involved with this are white. Like, the most popular companies, I say, these are white people. So if you want a Brandy Cinderella, you most likely not gonna get that from a kid birthday party company, because they most likely are not gonna offer you a black woman to play Cinderella. They're gonna give you the white lady, okay? Like, I'm not even joking. That is just how a lot of them work. They would have one set actor or one set group of actors that play this one character, and then nobody else can do that. It's actually kind of sad. Like I said, if you want Brandy Cinderella, go to the black owned princess companies, because there actually are black owned princess companies, and I'm so glad. Because of how white the princess party field is, that is why we have black owned parties, which is a good thing, because black kids love these movies too, and black kids should be able to have a black princess at these parties to let them know that they can be a little pretty princess just as well. Like, I'm just gonna go ahead and say this. Like, if I'm having a party and if let's say I'm hosting a party for my little cousin, because I do not want children, but if I'm hosting a birthday party for my little cousin and I ask her what theme party does she want to have, and she asked me, I want a Cinderella theme party. Oh, you best believe she is getting Brandy Cinderella. We only gonna show her Brandy Cinderella, okay? We're gonna show her Brandy Cinderella because as she is a little black child, we want her to see that she can be a pretty princess just as well like Cinderella. And even if, like, taking a Disney princess that hasn't, you know, been black, let's take Snow White for example, and let's take Aurora, as in Sleeping Beauty. If she wants to have a Sleeping Beauty theme party, I most definitely am gonna get somebody that is black to play Aurora for her, because like I said, she's a black child and I want her to see that she can be a pretty princess just as well. And going back to a lot of these white princess companies, other than with Tiana, they struggle a bit with their princesses of color, and I kind of find it sad how Tiana doesn't really get booked outside of parties that are, you know, strictly for black kids. Like the little white kid parties, she most definitely don't be getting this shit. I see like a lot of pictures and things like that of when I have like did my research about this, and I see mainly when they have the Princess Tiana party, it's mainly black children, it's mainly a black kid whose party it is, which is a good thing. Hi, so I want to be a little bit more specific on this section right here, because like I said, I don't want to make the party princess people look bad or anything like that. But as I had said, when I did look up like the princess parties that like specifically Princess and the Frog theme, I saw that a lot of these parties were like put on for black children. But I do want to let you guys know that white people do put on Princess Tiana parties for their kids. I found a few pictures of some white people who have white kids, and their kid wanted a Princess Tiana party and they gave them one. And very beautiful, very glad. Like I said, I'm glad that a lot of people do not let Tiana's ways affect the things they want to do, because it's just kind of sad and something to think about. But like I said, I'm happy to see this, that when it comes to so much Princess and the Frog material, it's just like black, because other non-black people just be like, oh, that's just for them and not us. And I'm like, no, Tiana's for everyone. Like how Cinderella's for everyone, Aurora's for everyone, Snow White is for everyone, Tiana's for everyone too. Like, if your kid want to have a Tiana party, give them one. And I am glad that a lot of people are starting to give Tiana the love that she deserves, but we still have so far to go, because we have to remember that Tiana's blackness still does in fact make white people uncomfortable. And like I said, not to praise white people for not being racist, but we deeply do appreciate how y'all are doing better about introducing your kids to black characters and have them watch The Princess and the Frog and actually watching them, not watching them, buying them black dolls. But I'm just gonna go ahead and say this: if your little kid loves Princess Tiana, get a black Disney princess for her birthday party or their birthday party, because we gender neutral over here. Hi, another quick insert. If you have a little boy and he wants to have a little Disney princess party, let him have one. Like I said, we gender neutral over here. If your son wants a princess party, give him one. Don't be mean. Please hire a black Princess Tiana for your kid's birthday party. So now we are at the end of the road. Closing out, I want to get a bit on the subject of like cringe culture, because I know a lot of people tend to see this subject as cringe, and I just think the entire concept of Disney princess parties are cool. I always thought it was something that was just so cute, but I know a lot of people just don't want people to understand why this job is important to just the people that work within it, but just society in general, because oftentimes people who do these parties often get told that they get mean looks from people and rude comments when they're just driving around and whatever, because a lot of these people, they do drive themselves to these parties and everything like that. Like, y'all, a lot of these people who do these things are really nice. I ended up meeting like a good group of them. They are the kindest, sweetest people ever, okay? And I even like, I watched a lot of YouTube videos before, like, to put this video together of people that do the princess parties, and they are just like some of the sweetest people ever. Like, they genuinely do enjoy doing this. But, and also, guess what? I am also the kind of person that thinks if somebody wants to dress up in a princess costume for whatever reason, they can. Like, I told y'all, like, even though I worn this outfit already once on my channel and I wanted to wear it again, I wanted to wear this simply because I felt like it was on brand for today's video. But I just really love this costume and I think it's so cute and it just makes me so happy to wear it. Yeah, I'm in my 20s and I enjoy dressing up as Anna from Frozen. I don't care. Laugh at me all you want, but me dressing up as Anna from Frozen is not hurting anyone. So to wrap this all up, I just want to read a small little statement that I have put together about this, and I want to read it straight word for word because, yeah, I don't want people to watch this video and be like, oh my gosh, this is so cringe, this and that and the third. And I really hope that's not how I came across in this video, because if I thought it was cringe, I'm gonna be real, I would not have made this video or put it together, because a lot of the people that do make Disney princess videos, they're also like offering advice for people that want to do this or this and that and the third. And as me being somebody that is introducing what this is to like the general public, like I'd say my audience, I don't want you guys to necessarily get a bad what's the word, bad impression of it. And I understand that I can come off across as a bit aggressive and whatever, but that most definitely, there was no malicious intent for this video. And anybody that does Disney princess parties and are watching this video, or just do kid birthday party entertainment and stuff like this, I most definitely hope that you did not take my video as being mean. Like, most definitely not. So while some things in our world can be a bit overwhelming, there are things that people don't realize matter so much. Actors do so much for us more than we realize. So many of us can think of a performance by an actor that has moved us. We have shows and movies that help us get through terrible times. We enjoy live theater. But when it comes to acting for something like a theme park or a birthday party, people act as if these acting jobs aren't on the same level as others. And I find that to be complete bullshit. I find it sad how people will look at something like a kid's birthday party and working at theme parks as characters to be stupid jobs, and they truly are not. These actors want to give the same experience as you do when you watch a big budget Hollywood show or movie. Plenty of people who have these jobs should not be made fun of for them. I hope after watching this video you have a different outlook on this career choice and not be so judgmental to those who choose to do it and enjoy it. Doing Disney princess parties, or just character themed parties in general, are something that is lighthearted and fun in this sad world that we live in. 'Cause I work hard to get to this point in my life. I'm blowing up, so don't hate, just congratulate. Powerpuff Girls will just blow your mind. Buttercup like villains 3 at a time. Bubbles will smile while kicking your butt, and Blossom will lead them out of their rut. Cherish and Powerpuff, 2 of a kind. Both wanna save the world before bedtime. From Townsville, Memphis, New York to LA, the Powerpuff Girls are just here to stay. They coming through and fighting, and everyone they shocking. You know no one can stop them all because of the chemical X. They coming through and fighting, and everyone they shocking. You know no one can stop them all because of the chemical X. They coming through and fighting, and everyone they shocking. You know no one can stop them all because of the